Welcome back. The cuisine of Santa Fe, New Mexico comes to OKC.
El Coyote restaurant prides itself on good food at an affordable price while helping build back up the Britton district.
Here's Lacey Lowry with today's Taste of Oklahoma.
Pork adobada is one of the things that we love. We slowly stew it in red chili sauce for hours to make sure it's tender and delicious.
The kitchen opens at 11 a.m. at El Coyote.
That's a chile relleno. Traditionally, rellenos are just cheese. Of course, in the U.S. and Tex-Mex, there's all this stuff in it, which is totally fine. So we want ours to be traditional, but we also want to have a lot of vegetarian options. Ours is just cheese and mushrooms, stuffed inside of a green chili and then fried.
And chile relleno is always on the menu.
They're massive.
Yeah, they're huge.
I was like, is that one or are you gonna cut it up?
Plus a surprising fan favorite, the green chili hamburger.
So it's like this big, juicy, cheesy, spicy, kind of, remember the old Carl's Jr. commercials?
Yeah.
It's that kind of vibe. Yes. It's just a
so
big,
good.
dirty burger. Yeah, it's delicious.
Dirty burger.
Yeah.
Okay, how long have you guys been open? And tell me about El Coyote.
Yeah, so we opened El Coyote in October of 22. And the idea for this space actually started in like early 19.
Chef Jonathon Stranger knew he could do something different with this building when he saw it years ago.
So when I walked in here, there's a bar in Santa Fe, New Mexico, that it was like, it just screamed.
The Oklahoma City native and his wife travel often to Santa Fe to see family, and they loved the idea of bringing Southwest cuisine to Oklahoma City.
Northern Mexican food is, we spend a lot of time in Santa Fe, but we can only get it there. And as many people travel to Mexico and how close it is, there wasn't a lot of options here. So that's kind of where it started. It's something that I've known my whole life, so we figured, let's do it.
You may know Chef Stranger from his other OKC restaurants, Osteria and Bar Cicchetti, or the Food Network, where he's basically a regular.
Acclaimed restaurateur Jonathon Stranger.
He's been on Guy's Grocery Games, Chopped, Bizarre Foods, Big Barbecue Brawl. El Coyote is all about home-style New Mexican cuisine.
How would you describe northern New Mexico food? What is that?
So everything is based off the hatch chili, whether it's dried and red or fresh and green. So pretty much all of our dishes, it's a limited-ish menu, but it all focuses around the hatch chili. The chili relleno, I think we have one of the best in town. I'm biased, but I love our chili relleno.
And then there's the enchiladas.
So what's different about enchiladas in northern New Mexico as opposed to like Tex-Mex type food is they're not rolled. So they're stacked. And instead of yellow corn tortillas, it's blue corn. So blue corn is one of like the defining things of northern New Mexico.
Covered in green sauce or red sauce, or both, which is called Christmas. Even the decor here is authentic.
Like everything you see in this restaurant is pretty much from New Mexico. I did multiple trips going back and forth to my favorite places and getting stuff.
Like the gate to the patio from an old Spanish monastery in New Mexico. It leads to a fire that's always burning the fragrant pinon wood. They go through 300 pounds a week.
We wanted you to feel like you were there. We had to find a guy that could do stucco, which was like surprisingly difficult. We wanted to have the ristras and the beams. All the wood across the bar right here is from New Mexico. We really wanted you to come in off the street, whether it's lunch or dinner, and feel like you're someplace else.
Oklahoma City loves El Coyote, and Chef Stranger loves being at the corner of Britton and Western, a growing neighborhood with an economy again.
Whenever we do something in Oklahoma City, we want to add an option, not just be another. And so with this, it's similar enough to what people know, but it's different.
Lacey Lowry, Oklahoma's own News 9.
And forget the firewood. I think I could go through 300 pounds of that a week.
Like those nachos.
Yeah, they're so good.
So they open at 11. I'm thinking we get off like at 10, 10:15.
We can be the first in line, Robin.
Man, I'm liking that. Okay. We do want to mention that's kind of over in the Britton district. There is some construction going on right over by the restaurant, but again, right in front of El Coyote, a little bit of construction, but it's worth it to maneuver around Britton and Western, and they're really kind of upgrading that whole area by the railroad tracks there, and I love that.
Great things going on. The chef, by the way, is also going to be on the Outdoor Channel with Andrew Zimmerman. So it's in the fall. It's going to be 2 episodes. So you have to look for that as well. So pretty cool.
They're doing amazing things. We were talking to Lacey about going and testing this food, and I was like, man, those chilies can be so hot. She said that's actually what they specialize in. They use the flavor of the chili, but it's not spicy. She's a weenie when it comes to spicy food like me.
Yeah, I was thinking,
it's not
I don't know if
hot.
I could do that. But
Yeah.
she said it's not. So.
Not that spicy.
Ooh, all right.
So, okay.
Let's go.